Hey guys, it's the ID Junkie. Yeah, this is what my voice sounds like. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I will be doing a commentary on my top 30 news opens video. So you'll get to see why I chose them on the list. Starting with 28 News. Oh, man. You know, I thought it was totally BS that this was short-lived. This is why it was the lowest on the list, because it only lasted, I think, 5 months? I don't know, but this open kicked actual butt. I mean, like, seriously, Video did a good job with it. I mean, why'd you get rid of it? Why'd you become ABC Action News? That's just stupid. And in general, this would have just stayed the same. It would have been awesome being 28 News. Ah, well, number 29. "11 Alive." I love this open because you get to see the cool little, like, 80s effects creating the skyline of Atlanta. It looked very advanced, especially for, I heard this came out in September of 1982 from an Atlanta news geek that I'm following on Facebook. Nice open. Very nice. I actually knew a guy that grew up watching 11 Alive. And, yeah, this is their sister station in Phoenix. This one here is classic Gannett stuff. They always were known for the action shots, the red, white, and blue color. Peters Productions music. I love Peters. They were a very good company. Awesome job here. I love the 4 shots all playing at the same time, and then the flipping Action News logo in. That was actually copied to look like the Nightly News font at the time, too. Yeah, they, like always, good job. CBS 6. Grew up watching this when I was in, I think, how old was I? This came out when I was like 3. Yeah, I'm 17 now. I never watched 6 that much. WCNC, Charlotte. NBC6, really, Channel 36. This was like one of Giant Octopus's earlier works. If you don't know, I'm a huge Giant Octopus fan. What I love is the cloud background. It's awesome. Plus, you got the floating 6 and the way the anchors move. It's interesting. Yeah. It almost kind of reminds me of that WFLA open that they had at the time, too. Eyewitness News from KSTP, sister stations to WNYT in my hometown. I love how this open syncs up to the news image. It's amazing. Plus, get all the shots of the anchors. And you have to love the fact that near the end of the open, you get to see people actually use film to get the news stories on camera and then get them sent to the newsroom. It's amazing how much these technologies have changed. It's amazing. It's weird. Also, got a good shot of Bob Vernon when he was there briefly. Vernon with a V. WDTN, Channel 2. I liked KSHB's version of these graphics, but these didn't have all the outside shots. They only had the shots of the graphics themselves, so I kept this in. Best television design package by far, I think. I used to be a huge fan of TVBD, but then I grew up looking at Giant Octopus stuff. Although their job at Kron was awesome. If I would like to nominate another one, probably their work for WKRC. Those were good stuff, too. But I love the Kron Instant Classics theme they had in the mid-90s. Such an underrated package. Plus, you had Mark Elliott, the guy that did the feature presentation bumpers on Disney VHSs. Awesome combo. WPMI. This is my favorite of all the Newport Hot House graphics packages. Newport owned Fox 23 in my area, but they owned NBC Local 15 in Mobile, Alabama. This one was very controversial pick, because not many people liked WBBM without the Enforcer. Neither did I. Although WRGB used this briefly in 2003, so that's why it's on there. Plus, it's Giant Octopus work. Can't go wrong with that. Honestly, WBBM cannot kill the Enforcer, unless it is that Heart of the City stuff. That deserved it to stay longer than it did. I'm sad that they got rid of it. KBTV, 9 News, number 1 in Colorado. Ed Sardella and Mike Landis. Love Ed Sardella. Such a great anchor. Retired too soon. I think he would have thrived still anchoring there. like Don Elhart. He could have been the Don Elhart of Rochester. I like this, like I said, Peters Productions music. It says it all. And the red, white, and blue. Wonder why they chose red, white, and blue. I don't know why. Speaking of red, white, and blue, another awesome hot house job. I liked this because I like how they how the graphics just animate. It's interesting to look at. Like I said, the red, white, and blue just steals the show here. This is the only render-on package I added to the list. I was going to nominate KCTV's package, but I like WPTV stuff. KPHO used this too. Honestly, this looks way better than the schlock that Scripps started using in 2009 when they started going standardization. I'm really against station standardization. I think it's complete crap. I don't think it should happen at all. I mean, we have Sinclair and Nexstar stations in my area, and unfortunately, they canceled Fox 23 News, so yeah, I'm stuck watching WNYT. Speaking of Nexstar, this is WTEN. That camera guy silhouette in the open used to scare me as a kid. Yeah, this open was awesome. I liked it better than the one that WJBK used. Plus, got the talent shots. I hate how Steve Caparizzo looks in that open, though. Honestly, this looks better than when they had the in-house crap in 2007 when they just completely destroyed this open and became the news station and got rid of that middle portion. I mean, it just ruined it for me. It looked horrible. I'm so glad that they went standardized then. I guess you could say I'm glad for standardization for once. Spirit of Texas. Another underrated package. I mean, come on, who doesn't love the Spirit of Texas? I love the flyovers here, with that awesome music playing. And no wonder why WFAA was number one. Plus, you got Troy Dungan, the guy that... I think he invented the 5-day or 7-day weather forecast, according to Wikipedia. I'll have to look that up. KCNC. If you don't know, it's my second favorite station of all time. Just like WFAA, they were always good at doing flyovers. I included this one and the 5 o'clock News Center 4 open because they were both different looking ones. I showed this open to a friend of mine and he didn't like it because the shots of all the anchors flew too fast. Especially in the 5 o'clock, 11 o'clock noon open. Not the first news open, at least. This was a nice open. I loved all the stuff that News Music Central did for music at KCNC. They did a nice job, I have to say. Plus, like I said, all the flyovers. I'm a huge fan of flyovers. They look nice. WBNS, another #1 rated station, and it's easy to tell. Giant Octopus's stuff that they created there was butt-kicking, especially in the late 90s. I wanted to put the late 90s open on there, but I kind of like the WCNC version a bit better because of the clouds. Their 2005 graphics were nice, though. I think they were originally made for WSYR, which is not too far from Albany. But I like WBNS because they actually have the talent bump. Yeah, very nice. I'm so glad I did WBNS News Opens. WBNS is another one of my favorite stations. Number 13, getting close to the end here, kind of. Wavy News 10. If you don't know, when I was making my Wavy News Open video, I said that they screamed consistency, and yeah, they always had that 10 logo with the waves in it. It's awesome. This is also another Giant Octopus work. I don't think I used that open in my News Open video, but I like the water flowing around the 10. Totally shows it's from Hampton Roads. I mean, none of the other stations can pull that off but Wavy. Linear Drift made this for WLEX. WNYT uses this too, but WLEX was the originator of the package, so this is why I included them. Besides, I hate the talent bumps that WNYT uses with that. And here's WRGB from the 1980s. Once again, love the flyovers. Gotta love them. This package, I think, was used at all of the Freedom Communication stations, except maybe KFDM. I don't know. Oh, look, there's Jim Brennan when he was doing sports. And there's John Sesrich before he left to go work in South Carolina. News Center 6. Ernie Tatro was getting long in the tooth, and then he retired. He's a legendary guy, just like Liz Bishop. Liz Bishop's been an icon in the market for decades now. You cannot kill Liz Bishop. I hope she doesn't retire unless Sin Crap decides to fire her, which God hopes not. Anyway, yet again, another Giant Octopus work. WCPO. I actually went on the Internet Archive and I found that they did a poll asking people what they thought of the new graphics. And I don't know. I don't know why stations do that. Some people don't even pay attention. KCPQ. I love the Seahawks colors. The Seahawks are one of my favorite NFL teams, and I like the fact that Q13 always used the Seahawks colors in their opens. And these opens are like, come on, Tribune. Use those graphics on your other stations, like WGHP. Oh, look, Clear News. Like I said, Clear News was nice for the open, but that was about it. Everything else about it sucked. I mean, I could see why it was ill-fated. I didn't like the theme either. This one, News Channel 5, first in Ohio. Love Novacom's work as well. Their job for the Belo Corporation stations like King 5 and all that was nice, and so was their work for WPXI. But their stuff for News Channel 5 was awesome. Here's News Center 4 again. Like I said, gotta love all the shots they took of Denver, especially at night. Although I also like the one where they show the sun setting. That one's nice too. Alright, almost to the end. Number 5. Awesome color palette for KCTV5's open here. I love color. I think color is what makes news opens really shine, and the color schemes that they go with, it's really nice. This is by far my favorite Hot House graphics package, the one they made for Fox 12 Oregon. This is amazing. It was apparently so good they used it for WHNS and WGCL. Yeah, like Meredith should just use that as their own graphics for all their stations. WPLG. Another great open. Gotta love the 10's colors. They always were known for that rainbow 10, which kind of illustrates a sunset across Miami. And today's TMJ4, one of the best designs ever created for a TV station. Made by the legendary John Christopher Burns. This is the only one of his work on this list, and if I could nominate another one, it would probably be the one he made for WYFF. But I just love orange and purple. They go well together. Finally, number 1. News Channel 13. Grew up watching this open. I grew up watching them, and I still watch them to this day. But this open here is my childhood, folks. This was what I was watching when I was a little kid. Was watching these guys. It's amazing how News Channel 13 doesn't change sometimes, although they change the graphics and the set. Yep. So that's my commentary. Hope you all love this, folks. Hearing me for the first time, my actual voice. What do you know? Maybe I should do more of these. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. See you later, folks.